What up, ass clowns? Anyway, this is Jody, it's Whiskey Rebellion. We're all here at the virtual interwebs bar. If you want to be part of the crew, make sure you send Gino or Billy a message, and they'll put you in the VIP. But otherwise, smash the notifications, subscribe. I don't know, maybe rub one off. I don't give a shit. Just have some fun and get onto this show and be part of this.
Maybe rub one off.
Well, since we're there, let's start with
for the opening spiel.
We'll start there.
Hey, you guys should rub one off. Welcome to the Whiskey Rebellion.
With four dudes online.
Like you guys ain't never rubbed one off. Come on.
Not in relation to this show. But go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I mean that may be true.
That's an area of growth for us. Okay,
that may be true.
They call it,
but it's not out of the question.
I
mean, I do see me on this show. I would rub myself off to me.
I believe you. Oh
no, I would totally be gay if I could be with me. But anybody else? No. I mean, it really depends. If I can make it happen for I know the sex goes away after a while. So maybe the first week or 2 or 3 weeks, maybe,
at least you'd be with a good cook, right?
Oh, me?
Yeah, if you were with you.
Oh, we'd be fat as fuck.
Yeah, right. See? There you go. You make the perfect cute old gay couple with you.
Cute old gay couple.
Cute old gay.
With you.
Just because I turned 50 doesn't mean I'm old.
Yeah, not quite.
However, my friend Justin's, he's going to level B SEER school, which I was like, I don't even know what the hell that is. That doesn't make any sense. I know what SEER school is because I went to that. But he's in San Diego doing level B. It's like a couple steps before you get the real opportunity to go to SEER school. And I was like, we didn't have that shit back in '95. So I sent him that, and I sent him a picture of my graduation, my diploma. And he sent back, and he goes, '95. I was going into the 3rd grade. I'm like, fuck you, man.
Well, that's the worst thing now when you do that. And they're like, oh, yeah, I was born that year.
Yeah.
You just you want to cuss, but you can't even get the words out. And you just walk away. I'm like, I'm surrounded by children.
It's like that part in Christmas Story when he's all upset at the wife because the whole thing broke, the leg lamp broke and all that stuff. And he's like, he goes to say words and it's just nothing coming out. It's like he's having a stroke of words.
Yeah.
But anyway, don't touch my helmet. Anyway, dude, I love those kids. It's kind of like being with you. What?
Tell us how much about you're really excited about that new release of.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna have a.
I know because we know you're a big fan of Jack Daniels, Jody.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a quick moment of deep thoughts with Doc Jody or Doc Bourbon, however you want to put it. I do have a doctorate, so I do prefer to be called Doc or Doctor. I'm just playing. But anyway, my point being is that so we all heard the fancy news about Jack Daniels 14 year. I put that on the list of things I don't give 2 fucks about. All right. Like I wouldn't even use it to put on sterilizer after you unstapled my balls to a stump. Like I just don't want that, at no point in my life. Anyway, that closes that thing. Also, I hear they're coming out with like a 10 and 12 too.
10 and 12 making a repeat. First time for the 14. So it's the same crap. It's been in the barrel just a little bit longer.
Yeah. No difference. And then at some point we'll get the safety dance ones, the ones that fell out of the fucking the barn.
Survivor Series.
Yeah. Survivor Series, that's right. Yeah.
Survivor Series. It's soon to be Survivor Series.
So
it's coming.
Oh yeah, totally. So we'll get that. It will be the Survivor Series at that point. Yeah, it'd just be some random nonsense that we get out. But hey man, is there anything going on in the news that y'all want to talk about? Just playing.
We're like, dude, I don't know the news.
This episode is sponsored by Jack Daniels.
Psych.
What's everyone drinking tonight? How about we do that?
Yeah, that'd be a good thing. That's normally what we talk about at a bar.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go first. So I'm having right now, I'm going to have a little bit of Elijah Craig toasted. And then right after I finish that, I'm going to go to Antique.
Oh, bar Antique.
Nice.
Very nice. Oh, look at that.
I did
It's
like
like
that.
Joy Reid being fired.
I loved that. That made me so happy.
He's like,
Did y'all see that picture I
I
posted?
don't know
on
what's
Facebook?
happening.
Yeah, I saw it.
Joy,
It has her McDonald's outfit. And
Yep.
you people. When she got fired, is that what happened?
she got fired.
Yeah. Boom. Terminated. Gone.
This, okay.
And she's got to be.
I'm like,
outside
it's
of
someone
Whoopi
I don't
and
know.
Slutty
I don't-
Austin,
It was
she
on a
has to
show
be.
I don't watch.
Oh,
Like,
okay. So she was on BSNBC up until Sunday, and she got terminated. She was like this person that she like misappropriated maybe Donald Trump's hair, and so she would
trying
wear
to copy his hair.
yeah, like culturally appropriation of the hair. I don't know who Steven is.
Steven is my. He's been to your house before.
Oh, has he?
Remember? Yeah. You got your Steven.
My boy Blue. Yeah.
That's my boy Steven. That's yeah.
My boy Blue.
What's up, man? What's up, Steven?
Dude, that part in that movie, by the way.
My boy Blue.
Yeah, is awesome. First off, classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to put that in the classics.
It's a running gag. He's been calling me Blue for years.
Well, I used to have, so like you guys knew I used to train cadets, and I would always name them just weird shit all the time. And so it just depended on what movie I was into. Like I had this really white talking black man that was a cadet. And so I made him I forgot the guy's name, but from Tropic Thunder, the one that's played by
Osiris.
Yes.
Something or other. Yeah.
Sergeant Cyrus or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I had him.
It was like
So every time,
Osiris.
every time he had to come to attention, everybody had,
You
come to
really did
attention.
that. I believe you.
Oh, totally. But he had
Oh.
to stand there, and after everybody else was called to attention, he was called to attention as well. He then had to go, I'm just a dude playing another dude, pretending to be another dude. And I'd make him do that all the time because it was such a funny thing, but it would pin. And then, of course,
That's hilarious.
and I had this one kid that looked like, I kept calling him my boy Blue all the time because he was just like, he's a fucking idiot. But anyway, so I'd make up names for everybody. And of course, I'm a huge fan of Chris Farley movies. Fat man in little coat.
That shit is hilarious.
Well, this
It
shows
didn't give
also
the name of the.
star.
It didn't give us the name of the character. It plays the character of like the actor that Robert Downey Jr. was playing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like something Osiris. Yeah. But anyway, no, the movie's fucking hilarious.
Anyway, I'm having
Yeah,
a little
yeah. What are you
Eagle Rare.
drinking there? There you go. Very
Nice.
nice.
Eagle Rare. You can't ever go wrong with this.
No, I can't wait for the 12-year of that though.
Yeah, that's gonna be fantastic.
Mhm.
I'll be first in line to get molested by that
I'm
on
sure
the
you will.
price.
What do you think that's gonna go for?
Oh, easily 130.
It'll be
MSRP, you think?
I think MSRP will be 130. I really do.
SRP, or whatever.
MSRP, SRP, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be one of those.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Who knows? What do you got? What are you drinking, Gino?
Gino is having some Penelope toasted rye. This is quite extraordinary. It's a 6-year rye from Penelope. Comes in at 100 proof. It is not your typical rye. This is reminds me more
In
like
Cincinnati.
Yeah, in Cincinnati.
That's
Yeah.
right.
WK.
I remember that. You remember that old show? Yeah.
No, this has got a little bit of toasted marshmallow flavor to it, some vanilla on the nose, some light toffee, and not very much caramel at all. It's very low on the spices till you get right to the finish, and then the finish, I mean, a little bit of the rye spices, but not what you would think. I mean, there's more toasted notes to it than there are rye notes as far as what I can pick up. But I mean, it is quite delicious. The finish just goes on and on. It's like, yeah, it's time for another pour. It's time for another pour. It's one of those kind.
I dig that. But I'm going to change I'm having a squirrel moment. I'm going to get back to this Joy Reid thing real quick. So I was we're at a bar. This is what we do.
I know.
Yeah.
Deep
It
thoughts.
gets
all good.
So anyway, I was reading today on, I think it was on Apple News. I don't know. But her ratings over the last 3 months in the primetime demographics was 59,000 people.
That's
Wow.
I'm like, why do you? I mean, don't get me wrong.
that
We
seems
got
like not a
one.
lot of people.
I mean, it's like
You know, for someone
58,000
who's
words.
like nationally syndicated or something.
Yeah, on BSNBC. So that's where she's at or was. Maybe her and Don Lemon can start something together.
I know two of your favorite people, right?
Well, I was just thinking they could call it Ebony and Ivory, and you can figure out which one's Ebony and which one's Ivory.
Stop.
Jesus Christ. We're going straight.
Anyway,
to
so what I'm
entire
drinking
show.
tonight.
This entire concept is going straight.
Yeah,
to
right. Well, I mean, the episode was appropriately named.
I didn't even see what it was called.
It was Deep Thoughts by Doc Bourbon.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess I'm
So I mean, so you're on
Yeah,
topic.
you're on target.
You are 100% on topic. Anyway, and speaking of Doc Bourbon, this is another bottle that he gave me. I don't know how well you can see that. This is the Kings County Distillery. This is from New York, I believe.
It is. I got that from my best friend Buddy. He bought the wrong one. I tried to get him to take it in this plane with him. And he was like, "No, I'm gonna leave it here for you, man. It'd be a gift." I'm like, "You could really take it though."
Well, I'm so glad you didn't, because this is fucking delicious. So
He
this is
ain't
touted
taking it
as a peated bourbon, which does make it immediately confusing as to why someone would present that as a gift to somebody like Jody, who absolutely hates anything peated.
It's just because I don't like to eat night crawlers.
Right.
Call me wrong.
Fair.
I don't blame you.
What I will say about this bourbon is that it does taste very, very smoky. I don't taste any peat whatsoever, because peat it's a very distinctive, like earthy kind of smoke. It's like musky and heavy, and it's like, you know, like a damp fire or something like that, and just, you know, like burning molding leaves. Like that's peat, right?
Yeah.
Like
So I got another squirrel moment off of musky. So I was reading this thing earlier this week. I don't know why I was reading this stuff about Napoleon, but I thought it was interesting. He did not like to have.
Yes, burnt dirt, Jen. Yes.
Well, he didn't want his women to clean their hoo-has. He wanted it to be kind of wretched.
I bet he was successful.
I know, and I was thinking about that.
Because it doesn't take a lot. You just have to wait.
I'm sorry, guys. I think I logged onto the wrong show. Let me check that. Hold on a second.
Let me double check the URL. Is this right? I don't think this is right. I think I'm in the
I'll be right back.
wrong chat.
So listen, speaking of that show WKRP, did they not have the best intro when TV shows had intros? Because they don't have intros anymore.
No.
This shit was quality back in the day.
If you wasn't looking at the TV, you knew what show was coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was incredibly distinctive jingle.
Yeah, and what I think I remember fondly about that show is I think every character had comic relief. Whereas you know how shows nowadays will have one person who's like the funny person in the show.
You've got the clown
and
and
had,
like straight laced person. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. I kind of miss shows like that. They don't make them like that, as they say.
That's true.
That was a good show.
I hear that. But let me before we continue on. Go. Okay, I want to finish talking about the bourbon.
Okay, go ahead.
I was almost done. The thing I will say, if you guys find this, it is not peaty. It's really not peaty at all. It is very smoky. It is surprisingly sweet. Huge hits of like caramel and toffee and vanilla.
I think you just
very
sweet toffee.
Very, very, very smoky.
Okay.
But this is fucking delicious. I'm gonna have to be careful with this one because I could really destroy this bottle. I could hurt it.
Well, you can send Buddy a personal thank you.
I will send him a personal thank you. They found a good home, just not with you. You know.
No, that's the same thing with this toasted rye. I'm gonna have to put it away, or I'll have half the bottle gone here this evening.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's fucking really, really good. Yeah.
You guys were talking about intros. So
yes, we were talking about the WKRP show.
And don't get me wrong, great show. But you guys remember what was it called? American Fool. That guy he was a superhero that couldn't fly well. Oh my God.
Long-haired curly guy.
Yeah, blonde hair, curly hair.
Greatest American hero.
That's what it was. Greatest American hero. That had the best intro, in my opinion. That, and then I was a huge fan of V. actually have the entire series over there, which it's strangely enough, it's only 1 year, but
You talking about V?
Strangely enough, no,
Like
Yeah.
V for Victory with the aliens or
Oh,
whatever?
yeah, where
no.
the lizard
Yeah.
You need to
people.
watch that.
Yes,
Special.
that was a good fucking show.
I know, but when you watch it today, like I have it on video, so or not video, but DVD. I have the whole set. When you watch it today, you're like, wow, I thought this was cool. But it kind of reminds me of class today because my undergrad class, we were talking about impacts and how to get your, how to advertise your utility, whatever it may be, your product, and all this stuff. And I was saying, like nowadays they have social media, they have all these different platforms they can advertise and all that. I showed them a video off of YouTube of Bo Knows. All right. Talking about and the way Nike would put that out there and they'd advertise, but then they would measure the success based off of data points, right? And what was funny about it is as soon as I put it up on the video, it was like in 480p, like it was, and they were like
grainy and old school.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And they're like, "This is good." I'm like, "Oh, this was dope back in the day," But
You were aging yourself, bro.
Seriously, 480. Hey, that's up above the the 360 or whatever they used to have. The super low res.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could have told him that my dad made me, I was his remote control back in the day to change channels.
Yep.
And
the TV that just had the knob for the channels.
Yeah.
You needed those big old clunk. Yep.
Or we
got
had
like 13 channels total.
UHF.
Yeah, and then you had the console TVs.
Oh yeah, the thing took up the entire wall. Like you
Well,
couldn't steal that TV. It was like.
Well, no, you couldn't. You'd have to have a, you'd have to get, what is that called? That moving crew, 4 college guys in a dick or something.
2 men in a truck thing.
Yeah.
But I like your version. It's 4 college guys specifically, and a dick.
We got to have a foreman.
And remember the rabbit ears that sat on top of the TV?
Yeah, movable.
Yeah. Just a certain way, and they would work. And if it was just an inch off, it wouldn't work.
And then, like, if you
go back to technology commercials from the late 80s or early 90s, it's crazy to see how far we've come since then. Unbelievable, really. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Really
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
100%.
And the crazy part is, a lot of shows that were on back then, you probably couldn't put on TV now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
There's those things you just cannot do anymore.
I mean, can you imagine All in the Family or the Jeffersons?
Sanford
and Son.
Sanford, yeah.
Or what was that one? Good Times. None of that shit would fly today.
Apparently, I have not seen it, and I don't know which episode, but I've heard that, like, oh god, culture war shit. That there was actually an episode of Golden Girls got pulled from being aired anymore because it was too racist. And I don't know what episode it is. I don't know the context. I just heard about it on a podcast, and I was like, really? They pulled Golden Girls?
Well, I mean, it's just like, I mean, not to make this, I don't want to sound like.
I mean, it might have been. I mean,
I don't want to sound like Dora the Explorer, also known as Jen Psaki, but and circle back to Joy Reid. But the thing, one of the things that got her in a lot of trouble is there was like she was really against trans people and gay people. Like she made a bunch of hateful posts and all that, and tried to blame it on the FBI infiltrating her.
Psaki did?
No, I was talking about Dora the Explorer. That was talking about, I used her term "circle back," and
okay.
I'm circling back to Joy Reid, but I don't know. I don't really care. Good riddance.
That's hilarious.
The technology back in the day. I mean, you're talking about rabbit ears. I mean, we had the antenna on the house, and we thought it was a great thing because we got a rotor.
Dude, we got
blocks set on the TV, and you turn this dial, and it would turn the antenna.
Well, I had a satellite dish, one of those big ones that.
One of the great big C-band ones.
Yeah, the ones like you're like trying to actually make contact with a satellite up.
Yeah, it took up a whole quarter of your yard. Yeah.
Yeah, if you lived on a quarter acre, that was your acre.
Yeah.
But that was cool because that was great because that's before they scrambled a lot of the football games and the hockey games. And you could catch the stuff like on the Canadian National Broadcasting for the hockey season. And
you could watch porn if you watched it like this.
That's hilarious.
But no, you could catch the streams without the announcers back in the day. And that was really good. So you don't have all the talking heads. You just watch the game. It's perfect.
Well, for baseball and hockey, I want to hear the announcers. I'll be honest with you. That may be sacrilegious, but I really
Sometimes some of those announcers, man, like Buck and Aikman, I could do without that.
I don't know if that's
24. You see what
I could just do
see her
without.
comment? 24 F4 is one of the porn channels on satellite.
Well, yeah.
No, I remember for me
is.
it was channel 95.
I honestly don't know. I don't remember the channel. I just
I remember that one.
I just know that I was like, come on, parents, y'all go to bed so I can watch waves of somebody humping somebody.
Exactly, yeah. And turn on, late night Skinamax.
Yep.
And what was even
Probably
crazy?
watching it.
Oh, hey, speaking of, talking about, things. Remember getting, the Sears catalog and the Seagull catalog and all that, and you'd go to the bra and panty sections.
Wait, what was that?
Well, for us, it was Jet Magazine. So take it easy, Tiger.
First of all, I've had some. I've done that to Jet as well.
Hey, remember back in the day, a porno tape was like $100.
Or a Betamax. Remember you had to
Yeah.
go.
Dude, I remember that.
Remember you had to go through the room.
Shit
You had
was
to go through that room.
super expensive.
And like everybody knew what you were going to go look at through the room.
Hey,
Men's underwear.
Hey, all right, so here you go. I'm gonna tell you guys something.
See what, Jen, you and him have something in common.
Well, hold on a second. I'm gonna tell her something. I'm gonna tell all of you guys something that no one knew. So, I got recruited when I was. It's like in the 83, 80. No, wait a minute. I was 11, 12. Around 11 years old. I had to. I didn't have to. I got recruited by. I think it was JCPenney's to model boys' underwear. So you might find me in some underoos from back in the 80s.
So what I heard you say is it used to spread your butt cheeks as Mike Honcho. That's what I heard you say. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
that's like the words that I heard.
Burt Reynolds did it.
Yeah.
You guys are savages. We're over here spreading butt cheeks. Jesus Christ.
Mike Honcho.
Well, who
Hey,
was
at least
it?
I was asked.
Who was it? Slice?
you were asked.
Sylvester Stallone said he was in a porno. Like, was one of his first movie roles?
It'd be like, hey.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, basically. Jen said, "Oh shit!" Scrolling all the old ads now. Off my ass off. Yeah, those old commercials are wild, man.
No, she's looking for the underwear ad. That's what she's talking about. I read between the lines there.
Okay.
But yeah, you're talking about Betamax and VHS. No, try 8mm.
Jesus Christ,
No,
I ain't that old. Take it easy.
I'm that old.
Set that some bitch on a reel to reel.
You got that shit on a reel to reel, man.
You guys remember? So like we're old, all of us.
Stag
Old enough,
films.
hopefully, well, we called them westerns and also training films. That's what we called them in the military. But anyway, because training, you got to figure out what you got to do. So you got figure eight. You can do a figure eight. I can do that. I can do a figure. I know what a figure eight is. But anyway, do you guys remember back in school when, like, if you see the teacher roll that
Yes.
projector in, you're like, oh, it's a motherfucking good day.
Oh yeah, it's like I don't have to do any work today. Just have to pretend like I'm watching.
Because she's gonna take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes just to get the fucking tapes to line up.
Set it up.
Yeah. That's half your class period. You got block science, and you're gonna watch this thing. You're set.
Yeah. Speaking of, remember summer school?
Of course.
Wait, that would be
No,
gross.
I'm talking about the
Actually,
movie.
now I'll be looking at little boys. Never mind. Well, they had men in the underwear too.
No, but I wasn't a man in that. I was a boy.
Who was that? Mark Hammond or something
Yeah,
like that?
it's the same guy that played in NCIS. Mark
Yeah,
Hammond.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember summer school.
But the one I liked was it wasn't Elizabeth Shue. It was that other blonde. Oh my God, I had a crush on him. She was she and Elizabeth Shue when I was growing up were my biggest crushes.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, I went through like this. I wanted a bad girl, Mallory kind of like girl, or what's her Joe off of not Family Ties. What was that called? Facts of Life.
Okay.
Kim Fields. My.
I liked her best. I'll be honest with you. When I thought she was the prettiest was when she was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I was like, when she was trying to have a baby with Carlton, I was like, dude, you need to hammer this down. That's going to be a good one.
Ralph Macchio.
Karate
He
Kid.
still looks the
Karate
same.
Kid. He looks like, I mean, basically just like he has like the Benjamin Button thing going on with him, but he looks he's like old in a
7
kid's
years
body.
old.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, have you watched Cobra Kai?
I have. I love that show.
Yeah, it's been
supposedly
great.
it's
Like,
pretty
I love
good.
it.
You know what movie I watched?
It has its
the
ups
other
and
day?
downs. Like, it's gone a lot of seasons, but it has some really funny moments.
I watched True Romance the other day, and it was
Oh,
still just as
man.
cool the
Hell
other
yeah.
day as it was when it came out in the theaters.
So-
True Romance.
Yes,
with,
Ralph Macchio looks the same.
yeah.
So I was coming
Yeah.
back from a massage the other day, and when I got back, I called Preston to see what he was doing. He's like, Dad, I gotta go do some pottery classes with his girlfriend Margot. I'm like, oh yeah, where's this at? And he told me where they're gonna be, and I was like, fuck, let's have dinner ahead of time. I'll promise I'll leave beforehand. I did not. I wanted to stay. And I told him, I said, so I took pictures of it and all this stuff. He's in there doing pottery. I'm like, you guys need to go home and watch Ghost. It's the greatest movie ever.
Oh my
Now,
God.
that's a lie, by the way. But
He set his own son up for failure.
Yeah, he did.
I'll sell his little
Watch
ass
Ghost.
out.
Oh
That's
man!
hilarious. Oh man.
But
That's
you know, it's
Her,
that's,
I mean, how I still to this day can't understand how Ted Danson thought Whoopi Goldberg was marriage material.
Yeah. No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think
Lost
he
my mind.
is either, but at the time, he was pretty good looking on Cheers and stuff, you know?
They do a podcast now, Ted Danson and I can't remember the guy's name. Woody Harrelson. Like, they do a podcast together. Like,
I didn't know that.
where,
But
the podcast where everyone knows your name, and they just have people come on and they just
so it's kind of
hang
like
out.
this.
It's kind of like this, but with like famous people.
Yeah, there's no
that
famous people ever going to be on this show.
Interesting.
no. And listen, if you're ever
Jen's not a fan of Whoopi.
in Boston and you're at Harvard by any chance, almost directly across the street from Harvard is the bar that inspired Cheers.
No doubt.
And you
I didn't
get
know
to
that.
walk downstairs and the whole. It looks nothing like the TV show
Right,
downstairs, but the whole walking downstairs to go to a bar thing.
Well, there's one in New York that's called Cheers, and it's downstairs like that, and it looks like the set.
No doubt.
Yeah.
They probably made it that way on purpose. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
it's called
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, the one in Boston looks nothing like the set, but it's a pretty cool place. And just a note, as prestigious as Harvard is, them motherfuckers over there could drink you under a table. And I don't know why, but right across the street from Harvard, I kid you not, it's got to be at least 50 bars. Literally right across the street. Like, if you walked across the street to your neighbors, that's how close the bars are to Harvard.
We should really go sometime. I think it would be cool to check out that whole area.
We got to do a trip.
I've never
anyhow.
been up there. Yeah.
We need to do a trip.
We've been
anyhow.
talking about it.
I think
Listen.
we got to just fucking either shit or get off the pot. I mean, let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, listen, the first thing we need to do is we need to do the where's your condo at, Jody? Pensacola?
Panama City.
Panama City.
I told you, it's
Whoop your ass.
it's March 20. Hold on, so I'll tell you. No, March 26th through April 3rd is what I would like to go down there for. So if y'all can get tickets, they're really cheap.
Oh, I looked at it the other day. Tickets for me from over there, it's like $40.
I know,
I kid you not.
and that's not even on Spirit either. That's on South.
Yeah, it's like $40.
I mean, if you're on Spirit, you might be sitting outside.
And I will say this: I'm going on that trip, and I'm bringing.
I'm
barbecue.
making a note.
I'm bringing barbecue, so you guys got to figure it out.
I'm
Hell
going
yeah.
to
Figure it out. I
Beer,
can fucking
Bourbon,
sit there
and
and watch you
Barbecue
cook.
event down in Stonewall Jackson Resort on the 29th. We've already got reservations.
Well, me and Billy can go, and maybe I can get the Pours to go because I need somebody to ride with me down there.
Pours.
Says you're going for my birthday. Nice, Jody. Huh.
I'm not going with you though, Jen.
It's going
I'm going.
unless she ends up there, right? Yeah.
I think she's going to be in this area during that time. Is what she was doing.
So it's a March
26th through the 3rd.
Shit.
March 26th is a
I'd like to be there.
Wednesday.
We got
Wednesday,
reservations.
Thursday, Friday. I couldn't stay that whole time.
Well, you can get a flight back. It's really cheap.
Yeah, that's what I could do. Is I could do maybe like a couple days, like a Thursday, like maybe a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then fly back on Sunday or some shit like that.
I'm going. I'm definitely going. I might even start being a squatter at Jody's place. Fuck it.
That's fine too. Because I would enjoy it.
Let's figure this shit out. I'll look at my time tomorrow.
All right. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Can you receive text message during the days now?
I'm able to do that. I am 100%
Oh,
able
big
to do
man.
that. I had this little badge that says I can take like whatever equipment I can with me anywhere. Like it's fucking great because they will like jump on people when they have phones they're not supposed to. But I'm like, look at the badge. Look at the badge. I can have whatever I want. This laptop, I'm taking it with me. I'm doing that. You know why? 'Cause I got this fucking badge. That's why. See the badge?
You guys remember in school the kids who had the little orange like seat belt that they walk around with? It was like a crossing guard or something, a hallmark, and they had the little badge. Nice. And they were like, if you had one of these, you're probably a snitch today.
That's hilarious.
No, they're probably police officers.
That's funny. Plans change for the memorial. We're actually going to be in Cookville the weekend of the 23rd. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'd only be able to do maybe the 26th through the 28th. I'd have to be back here on the 28th. Damn.
No, we'll figure out another trip.
I'm definitely going. I need to be.
Yeah. Dude, I don't want to.
I'm ready. We will touch. I'll create. You know what? I'll create a freaking 3-way chat right now, and that way we have updates that we can all do it right this second.
There we go.
I'm down
all right,
for it.
so I have to put Cafe 305 because he changed his fucking name in the damn thing. It's no longer Billy. You apparently put yourself as Cafe 305 Barbecue Sauce Love, and I used to have you down as just
in the group chat.
No, I'm making a text.
Oh, okay. My bad. Oh, my contact updated. That's what you're saying.
Yes. I don't know what part of that you didn't understand that I was saying, but
I've been drinking. You got to give me a break. I've been drinking.
Yeah. What have you been drinking, by the way? Did we ever even talk about?
Yeah, he's drinking Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare.
Oh, that's right. He had the Eagle Rare. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just sent you guys a message.
I was drinking Eagle Rare last night, in fact.
Okay.
Speaking of things that you're easily distracted by, I went to Puckett's last night in Columbia with Bethany, who used to come on here and do the show.
Why didn't you call me?
Would play songs. I almost did, but we were just hanging out and talking. She has 2 mini donkeys on her own property in Columbia. And I'm like, how have you guys not had a conversation about this yet? So
I don't know.
we need to hook that up.
Is she still gay?
Jesus Christ. She's got a boyfriend. Okay.
Oh, so she's not anymore. So you answered my question. That's all I was asking.
There you go.
Listen, I can tell you when we get to heaven, that's exactly what they're going to say. Jesus Christ.
Dude, stop. You know I'm not going to get to heaven. You know that's not going to happen. I'm like, that's so funny. You said you're a nice person, but you know the rules.
No matter where we go, they're going to be like, oh.
You get on the bus.
Yeah, not this bunch.
You know which way you're going. You're not going to heaven.
Oh, man.
Cafe 305 and said he heard of your restaurant. He definitely wanted to come to see when he's in the area. That's the one you posted in the VIP, chat, right? Yeah. The screenshot or whatever. Yeah, he needs to come see Billy.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh, and speaking of which, so Saturday.
We all need a good black friend too.
That's a must. Because listen,
Jesus.
it's always
because if you only have one, you're racist. But if you have more than one, or like 2.
But listen, as a black guy, you gotta have some white friends though.
That's right.
Also, the rule is
it works both ways.
Oh no, yeah. It does definitely. Listen,
dude, don't you know you're there to be the person that talks to the police when they show up?
Listen, if I'm ever somehow,
you're like, hey man, I was like one of you guys, you know. It's like, okay, we got him.
You do not want me talking to the police.
You can say,
no.
You can say whatever you want to around here because we know when someone calls the police, you're gonna go out there and talk to them. I'm not gonna see you and be like, oh, he's one of us. It's cool.
No, they're gonna take you.
Listen, Jody's house is absolutely beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but not that this is a walk around type of neighborhood anyway. But I am for certain not gonna be walking around Jody's neighborhood by myself.
No, not you by yourself.
No, absolutely.
I don't recommend it. But if you go up around the bend, There's some other black folks that live up there, and they all sit on the front porch. This is not trying to be funny or racist. They all sit on the front porch and they eat and talk, and it's like 20 of them. I don't even know where they all live, but that's where they're at.
They just hang out.
Yeah. I wave at them all the time because older folks, and I stop and say hello to them and chat with them. They're good people.
Yeah. Yep. I've only ever seen that in Mississippi. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't happen in other places, but the one time I did two trips to Mississippi.
So I'll tell you this.
The first one, I was like, people are just on their front porches, and they're not even talking. They're just like staring at nothing.
No,
it's like one of those.
If you drive through the hood someplace that has like people have like steps or whatever, you'll see people on their front porch. Yeah, that's a true story.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a universal thing because here in South Florida, it's very, very common.
Gotcha. So, I don't know who Jen was saying is Mexican, but
Si, senor.
Yeah, it was Jody. It was Senor Lemons. Anyway, go ahead, Billy.
They'd still fuck it up and it'd be Senor Lemons.
If for whatever reason somebody dropped me in the middle of goddamn buttfuck Tennessee, the first thing I'm gonna do is walk into a police station and be like, "Hey, listen, I need you to find my friend Jody." I'm giving the whole government name.
Oh, you know Jody Lemon?
You need to go. No, it's gotta be Joseph because that's my real name. Jody, they may be thinking, "Oh, you want that motherfucker done took your girl and gone." That's how I got my name. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't need any other women. I'm pretty happy. But yeah, we could definitely do that. And there's a lot of things we can do down there. That'd be fun. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah.
Oh, and there's smoke houses down there that we can go like cigar shops and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember I called you from one.
I remember. That man is still trying to figure out his life.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
He was like, I can't believe he did that on FaceTime.
That guy was checking to see if anybody was standing around that possibly heard that. No, but speaking of barbecue, so Saturday we had a chili cook-off and car show here in my neck of the woods. And first they wouldn't let me be a judge because they thought it would be unfair, which I thought it would be as well. But let me tell you, we sold out in under 2 hours. When I tell you, from the minute they said go, it was nonstop. And in 2 hours' time, when I tell you, if you opened up the smoker, they damn near ate the grates out of the smoker. There was nothing left. We had to go and get food after the car show. There was nothing left.
Wow,
and I was like, it was amazing. I'm so grateful. It was absolutely amazing.
You're good, dude. You're really good at what you do.
Listen,
it would be the exact opposite of Joy Reid.
I love how you brought that in there.
I'm doing my
I think Jody rubbed one out when he found out she got fired. I think he
may not have.
No, there's no doubt.
He said her name 100 times right before.
I know, right?
I'm not going to confirm or deny this. You are not inviting Joy. I know it's free right now.
I'm inviting Joy. I love that.
Unless that's like a cute little dog named Joy. I don't want no people down there.
No, little dog named Joy. No, I don't know the real one.
So what are we going to get into on this trip? What are we going to do besides drink and eat and whatever? Try not to get arrested. What else are we going to do?
Oh, we got to here. You putting that on there too, not get arrested.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, well, real quick, do black folks swim well? Like, are you part of that group that does swim well, or the other group?
You know what? What he does, it's so funny. And you know it's not racist because it is so funny. But he's so smooth with it. He's not clumsy with it. It's not clunky.
No, it's
fucking on ice skates. I mean, it's beautiful.
Well, you gotta understand. It's like, wait a minute. If I'm funny about this, I get to say the thing. Like I get to say the thing. But if I'm funny enough about it, people won't be like, "Oh, that's racist." They'll be like,
"No, he reminds me."
Out.
Listen, he reminds me of George Carlin. You know, like he couldn't be a stand-up nowadays. He wouldn't make it.
Well, can you imagine Eddie Murphy raw today or Richard Pryor?
No.
Richard
Oh
Pryor.
God.
And by the way, do you know him and Mick Jagger had sex together? I read about that this
Mick
week. too.
Jagger and who?
And Richard Pryor.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I
I thought
learned
Mick Jagger and David Bowie hooked up.
also had
Oh
sex.
yeah.
No, I didn't know about that. Man,
I mean,
you know,
to each his own if that's what they're into.
cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Which is one of the reasons why I've never done blow. Because I don't want to be blowing anything.
Yeah. But to answer your question, yes, I am quite the swimmer. Thank you very much.
All right, cool. So you're part of the aquatic
Yes.
blacks.
Yes.
The aquatic what?
Blacks.
He's one of those aquatic blacks. That's okay.
Yeah.
But come on, if you can't find this funny, then I don't know what to
I
say.
know.
I
It's
really
like,
don't.
Damn.
Well, I just say the things no one else will say. Because everybody's gotten so scared in the world to say something.
Oh,
I
no,
mean-
it's ridiculous. Absolutely.
I mean, dude, I heard some of the best cracker jokes I've ever heard in my life. And I want to tell them to
You're
everybody.
funny as hell.
I know.
Yeah.
And I went to tell some of my colleague white friends, and they're like, oh, we can't talk like that. I'm like, really? This is fucking funny. This is about us.
But you know what it is?
It's different.
People-
You like white people can make fun
I got
of
one.
white
I got
people.
one
Like,
for you.
there's-
I got one for you. I was in Home Goods yesterday, and I swear to everything holy, there was this porcelain black rooster, and beside it was this kind of smaller white porcelain rooster.
I know.
I'm like, so who has the jokes now?
I gotta find the button. I gotta find the button.
Just saying.
Listen.
No, that was a true story. I should have took a picture of it and sent it to
Oh
you
no,
guys.
you definitely should have took a picture of that.
Well, I'd
Yeah.
probably go back. It's probably still sitting there because whoever does that works there. They put them
Oh
together.
no, they
They
did
put
that
it-
intentionally.
They did it for a reason.
Because I was like, well played, Home Goods. Well played.
I think it was Jennifer who did it actually. She didn't tell nobody.
She lives up in Missouri.
Missouri.
So
Oh man.
Missouri, or however you guys pronounce it.
Missouri.
It's right above Arkansas.
Yep.
I had somebody correct me the other day that was from Arkansas. Like, well, that's not how we pronounce it. I'm like, oh, I know this. But all of you guys are related.
So therefore, I'm going to say your state however I want.
Don't tell me how to
man.
pronounce stuff. I can read.
I talk good.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't know if Jody's the guy you want to have as the white friend.
I told you that earlier.
Because he's going to get you. He's
He's really
in
not a good
trouble in
white
place.
friend. Like he's an instigator too much.
I'm not as bad as Steven.
Steven will get everyone arrested.
He
You will
will.
get yourself arrested.
Oh, matter of fact,
Probably.
I put myself in for this thing. I'm waiting to see if I ever hear back. But I could win up to $10 million if I can name one friend, which I named Steven, that can get you arrested or get arrested in one evening with you. And I'm like,
Oh, for sure.
Steven.
That's easy. Yeah. My friend Steven, the one my boy Blue,
Yeah.
easily could get us both arrested.
is that the
Oh,
one that
no.
started a fight with James?
I mean, he ended a fight with James.
Okay, so let's take a survey.
I know who he is now.
Out of the
Yeah. He
Who
like
would
basically
get
like
us
picked him up and just
arrested
put him down.
What's that?
Out of the four of us, who would get us all arrested the fastest?
Oh, it'd be me.
Yeah,
right.
easily, Jody.
100% Jody.
I'm the one who I'm not trying to go to jail tonight. I'm not.
No,
I'm not
Jody-
trying to go to jail, but I have a tendency to run my mouth sometimes. To folks that don't really get my humor, they're like, you can't say stuff like that, and I'm like, I just did. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What do you mean I can't? I just did.
Like, you want me to say it again? I can enunciate it better. Dad, say it wrong.
Yeah, which part of this didn't you understand?
Yeah.
Work on my
Oh, man.
elocution. Yes.
And I've gotten smaller, so I need to make sure before we go down there, I get some heavy bag exercise.
Mhm. Dude, you get a lot more energy when you don't have a lot of weight on you, man. Move faster. Stamina.
I'm saving that for the evening time activities. Anyway, or earlier today when I was, masturbating about Joy Reid getting fired. Anyhow.
Well, there's the mental image for the night, folks.
Why are we not recording this?
We are recording this.
It is recorded.
Oh,
This is a live stream right now.
It's recorded on a few different media here.
None shall be spared, sir. We're in this. This is happening right now.
I mean, it's happy thoughts right there. I mean, there's not much happier thoughts than that.
It's
just hate her because
we end up on the clip on MSNBC.
Annoying and liberal, or liberal and annoying, or some combination of liberal and
No,
annoying.
it's really what it is. It's not that she's a liberal. I don't want to make it out to that because I think everybody has their own opinion. They should have it. She is racist. Like I know black folks that say she is racist.
Yeah.
Like, and
that's what she got canned for. She said some racist shit.
Well, that and she said some hateful. Well, I think she got canned.
She got no audience.
She's got no audience. 59,000 people in the highest.
It's a good way to lose your spot.
Yeah. When you got her biggest competitor at the same slot was at 3.5 million over at Fox. Yeah, that's a big deal. I read that article about that today, and I was like, and then of course, listen to Megyn Kelly talk about it. It's hilarious. But she was talking about, and then I watched a video on X of her because she was crying and stuff about being fired and this, that, and whatever. And I'm sitting there going, that's the same woman that was talking about white tears. And I'm like, dude, that is racist comments, Like you can't say stuff like that. Like, I mean, I say some stuff that some people might find offensive, but it's not like it's untrue. Like there are two branches of black folks.
You're trying to say you're out of line, but you're not wrong.
Right. Like that's a true story.
He's out of line.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong. Billy, tell me I'm wrong.
Listen. Jen said she's still racist against white people. It's crazy. But isn't Joy? I thought this was a white lady.
No,
she's got a blonde haircut.
You're thinking of the fat redheaded girl on The View.
Who is this then?
You're thinking of
No. That's what
Behar.
Dave is thinking about. This is a different. Yeah.
No,
I don't even know who this is.
No, the one we're talking about, she's black.
Yeah, and she wears a blonde wig, and she's always talking about people misappropriating cultural.
Joy Reid.
Yeah, and she's
always R-E-I-D. I have to look this.
R-E-I-D. Yeah. But she's always talking about people culturally appropriating black customs and stuff like that. And I'm like,
I don't know if I would call her racist, or I would call her what the term used to be called is a race baiter.
I look at
debate to try to bring on those arguments.
Yeah, I don't really want to get in this conversation. I'm just saying that I may or may not.
we are kind of veering into the political. Yeah, I understand you don't like her.
But it's still funny though.
It is.
Jody rubbed one out to her.
Hell yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, that
is the takeaway of the night.
Yeah, I now have a free hour in the evening.
You had like a Schadenfreude orgasm.
Basically. He's like, who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? That's hilarious.
Here comes the joy. Like
here comes your real joy. Oh, by the way, I'm pulling out.
And this guy's a professor. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
No, I speak well at other places.
He prefers to go by doctor.
I do.
I just love the juxtaposition. It's hilarious.
Well, I mean, I earned it.
I'm not saying you didn't. Just
I mean,
just talked about busting a nut to Joy Reid being fired. Like,
dude, that is a reason.
I prefer to go by doctor. Like it's just that's all I'm saying.
Just the only one that's admitting it. There's probably thousands of us, both male and female, that rubbed them out today with her being fired.
It's a circle jerk.
It's like a global. It's and I guarantee it's more than 59,000 people.
Probably.
Damn.
You guys are diabolical, man. Like Jesus.
No, I'm happy about other people.
I just had to figure out who this person was. But
like, for example, what's it?
Hate her enough that you masturbated to her being
You would know who this person is. That Milo, whatever his name is.
Milo Yiannopoulos or something.
Yeah, like he's a douchebag. Like, and he couldn't be more white.
He was an actor, basically. He was saying the most offensive things possible to get attention for himself.
Yeah, and
it backfired, eventually. I don't know what he's doing now, but anyway.
I don't know. He's probably still causing.
Yeah. I mean, he would say racist things, but he's like, "I can't be racist because I let a black guy fuck me," and like all this other stuff. He was gay. So very, very open about it. I mean,
he definitely
allegedly, but it was very. I mean, he was very.
No, I believe he was. But what I'm saying is that because I don't know too many people that pretend to be that way. I mean, except for your friend, we just found out that that's not true with her. I guess that kind of disproves the whole.
Hey, sometimes the fence swings both ways, man.
That's what I'm saying. Is that she could.
Any port in the storm, dude.
And she's a friend of mine. I don't want to have this conversation about her. It seems.
Oh, first of all, she is a lovely person. She's an
amazing
hell of a musician.
Hell of a musician.
Yep, hell of a musician. And
she plays songs. This is Billy. This might have. I don't know if you ever remember her being on the show, but she would come on with her acoustic guitar. It was during COVID. Yeah, and she would play. I can't remember if you would join us by there or not. And she played the sad Irish songs. We'd all sit and stare at our drinks at the end of the night, and I feel like we were really at a pub.
She's good too.
She's good. She's an incredible voice. Yeah.
I was just asking if she was still gay. That's the only part I was making out of this.
She's. I think she's still somewhat gay. Okay. And probably always was. I just didn't know she was, part.
Well, just so we can clear this up, I am no part gay.
Well, I don't know, Jody, because those people behind us.
I like how you didn't miss a beat.
Right? I don't know. They
you say that, but
I guarantee you, they sit around the campfire. Hey, remember that time we met that biracial gay couple at the distillery?
Oh, yeah, you and I. Yeah, that's right. So we were holding hands and stuff, and I was.
He was holding your elbow titty.
You were holding my elbow titty at the time, and then I also slapped your ass a few times. I forgot about that. And dude, we were at. You
guys were so cute together.
We were.
Cute couple.
He's just trying to be part of a cute old gay couple.
That's it.
He's just looking, He's just looking for his counterpart.
If I ever decide
go for chocolate,
if I'm ever going to decide to venture that team, I'm going to make sure it's after the person and me can no longer get hard. So that way we're just sitting around going, dude, which one of us going to mow the grass? I don't want to mow the grass.
You guys are just
like you need to fix the hole in the wall.
And mow the grass.
How about you fucking fix the hole in the wall? You're a dude. Get your balls on, get out there, fix the damn whatever, Just saying.
I can see this honestly. Like,
oh yeah, the latest version of the Odd Couple.
Like you and Steven, like not really gay, but like you just a couple of
dudes that's just hang out. Like, he's too short.
Too short. Wow. And that was the reason. I love it. Yeah, he's too short.
Yeah, I gotta make sure
you like the tall.
Well, no, I just want to make sure that when we're holding hands, we look good together.
And you can't look good with someone shorter than you.
No, first of all, we're already not going to look good, two guys holding hands. But if I got to be that way, I want to make sure that it's somebody that like
tall, dark, and handsome.
Right, like kind of like has some aesthetic pleasures that make me look good too.
And you might want to miss on this vacation. I'm just saying.
So like
you might want to watch out, man.
You need tall, dark,
you're checking boxes.
I make Steven look better, but no way that
checking boxes. I don't know if you're trying to be, but you are.
I don't care whatever happens. I'm a power top. I'm not a bottom. I'm so sorry.
You're not versatile.
No. I'm Big Spoon, baby.
Big Spoon.
Big Spoon.
A big black spoon, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
So much for that, then.
Now he's nervous.
I would totally be nervous. That thing's never been opened up for anybody but doctor's fingers. Because I'm of that age, guys. Just want to make sure we're clear on that.
Well, Jody, you know what they say, right? If you can.
And the last doctor, my doctor, she's a black lady, and I think she enjoys it. I really do. I think she's like, I've been waiting to do this my whole life.
Well, you know what they say, Jody.
I've been waiting your whole life.
if she can take a tattoo, she can take it in the ass, Jody. So you got plenty of tattoos, big boy.
What are you there, tough guy?
Nice.
How about we move to something else? Go back to Joy Reid.
Yeah.
Or anybody else.
Oh God.
Oh my god!
Oh, did you guys
How about
hear-
we move to the after show so we don't,
Are we at,
I didn't want to be able
5
to
more
go to
minutes?
work tomorrow. Yeah, we're still live,
Oh
man.
man.
No, I said we got 5 more minutes.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
You want to
This
move
is-
early?
this is-
Okay, guys. Hey, it's been fun. It's been real. I don't think it's fun for anybody, but we've
It's all good.
I had a good time. Just remember
Yeah.
that Jack Daniel's 14. I get
We'll be.
about it. I don't care if it ever touches these beautiful lips. Let me see what else.
Ooh.
I don't want to have this conversation.
I no, you don't. No, you don't.
And
No,
with
you
that,
Oh shit!
yeah, I think you just buried the whole crew there, Jed.
It's
If you had had a finger in your ass during sex, Jody, you're missing out, Jody.
Well, I mean, no. Do I put my own in there, or is it someone else's? And then once you do that, do you come up and you go?
Oh my god!
I mean, I don't know why I use 2 fingers because I don't think that would happen right away. It might be like this. But,
Right away. You gonna work up to it. Anyway, we probably should go to the after show now.
Well,
Yeah,
speaking of that,
Yeah, I think we've
Are
peaked.
you waiting
Speaking
for
of
Jen?
that-
You're waiting for Jen to respond, though.
before we go, speaking of that, since we're talking about that, guys, if you're over the age of 48, please go get your prostate checked.
Yes.
Don't die from embarrassment.
Yeah, seriously.
It's part of good
No.
health.
And you can get your PSAs checked just as blood work. I've already
Yeah,
done
yes.
that. Like they don't. That's not an
No.
exam.
But
They
until you
just
get in
take
there
your
and you
blood.
have them reach all the way up there and try to rub that motherfucker, your prostate, you don't know what it's like.
I don't know what it's like.
So
It's-
No.
I gave
No,
blood.
no,
They said I was good.
no,
That's all I
it's-
needed.
it's
Because
almost-
there's seriously a history of prostate cancer in my family. So what does this
there's
thing I have
not
to
in
watch
my
out
family, but for whatever reason, Dr. Walker, who I see tomorrow, strangely enough, she has a fetish with putting her fingers in my ass. So with all that being said, make sure you like our page
for? Nah.
and support us and maybe even hit the subscribe button or send David fuck you messages. Whatever y'all want to do. Have a good night.
Or if you're Jen, you can hit Jody's button.
No.
Cheers, guys.